afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything amazing propaganda cast with your host, Imperial Dane. Master propaganda heroes like Defender of the Fatherland off here to a 1 versus 1. On Will Shankar in the east, it's the one, the only Red Wings, fighting for the Soviet Union, socialism. Comrade Stalin and the 16th Guards Rifle Division in the west, it's Wolf, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, rolling out here with the 3rd Panzer Division with German infantry, Blitzkrieg and mechanized assault with double infantry Panzerfaust versus Red Wings and KVD. With double infantry and H-26 bulletins. Certainly a bit of a rare sight there. Double conscripts for Red Wings, Grenadiers MU-42 for Wolf. Standard stuff there. South with Engineers, conscripts more towards the centre here. Pioneers rushing for the centre victory point here, looking to scout out and maybe try and figure out what Red Wings is up to. Then in this case, Ludwig loses his life pretty fast into this initial skirmish. And of course, thanks to KVD, he already kind of has an idea there what Wolf is doing, since he gets ready intercept to tell him what on earth Wolf is doing. More conscript away there for Red Wings. Southern fuel point almost secured. Pioneers running off the center point. MD4 moving up there pretty aggressively here for Wolf, trying to stay, I think, within sort of the rough line of sight there of the Pioneers, so that way surprise any Russians. In this case, the conscripts here moving about. They're going to try and move a bit too close, they'll be caught in there. Goes suppressed by the MD42. Nice play there by Wolf. Bold MD play there. More wiring off in the centre. Conscripts right here in the north. More Grenadiers down the way for Wolf and the 3rd Panzer Division. In the south, Engineers making good progress there as well. So far, there's nothing else going on there. 2nd Grenadiers caught there halfway done. I imagine here Red Wings could go for more conscripts. You'd also go for Molotovs. Sandbags up here by the cut-off point, expecting here Wolf to make a push for it. Very nice. And before this can't quite cover. There's too many trees around it. You can't just cover from the cut-off point there. Though it's clearly going to try and up to support the Pioneers. So I think the Pioneers will be forced to retreat. 2nd Grenadiers running Salfords. More Engineers on the way there for Red Wings to support and whatnot. And they're going to be forced to supporting the Pioneers, suppressing the conscripts. There we go. Keeping up the pressure against Red Wings. But there you go. Red Wings are about ready to turn the table here on Wolf. Are flanking up from the south behind the MU-42 there. Nice play there. Conscripts are pinned down, but the Pioneers are down to just one man. Grenadiers need to get moved to support, and they're going from the north. Counter-attacking the machine gun from the other side, and there you go. Wolf's plan here to push the car point has a rather hit a notable snag here in the face of Red Wings. In the south, Grenadiers skirmishing enough, and Engineers, more Grenadiers on the way there for Wolf. Versus a conscript here builder, another MU-42 I think could be a very solid choice here for Wolf, but more Grenadiers can certainly also work out. In the south, continuing fighting there, but in the centre, he is being simply overwhelmed. There we go. More Grenadiers out. Conscripts heading northwards, and he's being up, laying down some mines in the middle road, which could be helpful there to prevent pushing straight for the car point again, but also it can help deal with any light vehicles Wolf is likely to get. No light mechanized company being attacked here so far. Steady gun reinforcements, point being secured. Now this one is yet to be secured due to its awkward position. We can see the same is happening here. I mean, both of these 2 points are rather awkwardly positioned, so not part of any show is a natural capping order, which tends to at times just leave, as we can see, a place just not bothering with them, because it actually means diverting troops away for a longer period of time. Just doesn't flow well, and surprisingly, a lot of people don't like it when things don't flow well. Conscript there being pushed back by the Grenadiers. Still, Wolf is on the defensive victory points wise. Red Wings is already looking to be piling ahead here. Wolf, who's going for more. No, briefly considered it, but doesn't. Instead, we got the take up there for Wolf. Fast like to make a nice company could prove helpful here. Grenadiers, or Panzer Grenadiers, for example, 2-2s, and of course 250 on half tacks. All solid choices there. Red Wings, well, he does have 2 Engineers, is not used to say, quickly take up. Engineers being routed here as Wolf strikes forward for the Fatherland, far up north here. Pioneers moving in there. Straight into a conscript squad. Engineers right here, MD4 sitting up, grabbing the southern victory point. Got the centre one as well here. Back at base for Wolf, Red Wings, we got the medics up there. And far up north, Pioneers are routed. The takers almost done, so again, they could like to make a nice company up. No sign of a doctrine yet here for Wolf, though. I mean, he could go either way. The light or mechanized assault seems less likely. German infantry could be a good choice. German veteran squads, they could be quite good. Of course, stormtroopers also really helpful. And there's always Blitzkrieg. So we'll have to see what ends up here with Wolf and Red Wings. Conscripts pinned down there as once more tries for the calf point. This time looks like he's about... Nope. Doesn't quite push it again. And once more could also risk being flanked from the north on his MD42. We shall have to see how it ends up there. Releasing Salfords. Bassel's meowing about, and there you go, like to make a nice company up for Wolf. Blackwing's going for the special Rifle Command Cookie Scout car, snipers, penal troopers. We could just be using it because it's cheaper and allows them to faster get to the tank. But tank command, most players in that case would just go for the Spomp Company still something and go for field guns. And that way back them up versus German armor. Commissar Command Squad here available for Red Wings. We'll obviously go to that one. And we do get it. We do get the Commissar Command Squad. A bit of a rare sight, to be honest, alongside the NKVD, despite being improved upon notably. But not a bad doctrine at all, though it does require a bit of good handling of the Commissar Command Squad, since he's really, I would say, key to the doctrine. I mean, for example, the not one step back ability can really just boost an infantry unit very well. 2-2 on the way there for Wolf and the 3rd Panzer Division. Grenadiers holding off in the south. Pioneer Assassin comes to the machine and covering in the centre, but he shifts about to deal with the north. Oh, technically deal with the troops flanking in here. Just there you go. Yeah. Caught a bit off guard there. 2-2 almost done. Need to retreat in. There you go. Boost the Conscript's fighting ability, making them that much more lethal. Up north, Pioneers putting back the counter of the flamethrower support. Minesweepers out here for Red Wings in case Wolf has been laying down S-mines and Telemines. Going to do the same thing, heavy damage from the Conscripts, and again still are boosted by the the Commissar Command Squad. 2-2's moving in. Note he's not rushing in immediately because his Red Wings might have anti-tank grenades, so obviously just get up close. So Red Wings is now going for the anti-tank grenades. Engineers pushing back the grenades in the south with a flamethrower, and there you go, now boost the defensive ability. So it's basically just used both abilities in a short amount of time. Very nice. So we'll obviously ends up with. There we go, Rifle Unit almost takes out the entire Conscript Squad. Nice shot there by Wolf. We got a bunker, I think, going up in the back in the base. Yes, indeed, that's going to be the medic bunker as soon as he gets the munitions for it. Still no sign of Panzer Grenadiers or some stormtroopers from German infantry. One wonders what Wolf's plan is to deal with the Red Wings. Guns are routed. And before them flanking north by the Commissar Command Squad there. 2-2 the rushing, and of course the Commissar Command Squad has no way of dealing with the 2-2, so that is a very swift retreat there from Red Wings and the 16 Guards at Rifle Division. In the south, Canadians Pioneers moving in, they could try and recapture the south here from Wolf, Medic Bank, from Red Wings. Medic Bank is still not upgraded here, and there we go, but he is getting the upgrade now. Now up north, about to hit the fuel point here, but Canadians nearby to actually respond to this, so that was a bit lucky there for Wolf. He's being pushed back there by the Grenadiers. Medic bunker up, still nothing for that there for Wolf. We'll have to see what he ends up with. He's certainly got some options here though versus Red Wings. And we got another Pioneer Squad now here for Wolf. Possible repairs, possible for Minesweepers. I mean, he could be starting to get a bit paranoid here about Red Wings' possibility of mines. I suppose Scorched Earth, which of course can be a very cheeky ability to deal with. Right next to the man here though with a 2-2-2. Can Red Wings bait him in? Nope. He is away in the centre, machine gun holding up here. Again, some of the Conscripts comes to Command Squad, crawls for himself. Caught in it, but there you go, Conscripts flanking the MG42. There's an argument here you could actually should have gone for another MG Pioneer Squad or another machine gun over the Pioneer Squad. In this case though, Minesweepers does make a lot of sense. Red Wings has not been laying down a lot, but he has been laying down some. So obviously in that sense, getting Minesweepers out is a very solid idea. I would say with all these Conscripts, Panzer Grenadiers would also be a very solid idea, particularly since there's no upgrades for them. So obviously what ends up with between Wolf and Red Wings, but for now the 2-2 continues to hammer away at the unfortunate Frontovix in the far south here. He hits the fuel point, nice work there by Wolf against the Red Wings. North side we got Conscripts playing against the Conscripts. Issues in 6M on the way there for Red Wings. Hello, hello. Not many players actually make use of it, but it is actually still pretty good if you know how to use it. And I think Red Wings is one of the few habitual SU-6 users around, to be honest. And before setting up here, Panzer Grenadiers on the way there for Wolf. Sehr good, sehr good. Still no doctrine. But Panzer Grenadiers should definitely, I think, do some good work here versus Red Wings, since again the Conscripts are unupgraded and the Panzer Grenadiers can do quite well against them unless you do something terribly wrong. Plus, I mean, in a pinch, they can be upgraded with Panzerschrecks to help deal with any light vehicles here that Red Wings might be hurling at Wolf. Like schoolyard insults. And there you go, H16M moving out here. M standing for modernized. Reinforcements over the Panzergrenadier, claiming that one for Das Vaterland. And 2-2 hits the mine. He hit the mine. Sweepers are just running nearby, and the 2-2 is likely going to go down here. Grenadiers to manage to damage the engine of the H16, giving the time to pull out the 2-2 here and avoid death by H6M. Nice work there by Wolf. Nice work. Pioneers saying northwards. Panzergun is remaining in the centre. Do you have any further takeover there for Wolf? And 9 is the answer. Stay with both fuel points under control. Oh, right, we take to move toward again, further against it. Might have been just click on the map, mini-map, right clicking, and that can occasionally lead you to not quite landing the right spot. Engineers routed here in the north for the Pioneers. Panzergun remaining on the defensive here so far for Wolf. Finally running the point neutral was there. Wolf got a lot of fuel out of that one. That should allow him to GFC pull ahead here of Red Wings. We'll have to see what it ends up with. Trailed on, H6M on the move. Panzer there being flanked, need to be careful. Also negative cover bar versus Panzer squad, plus importantly the Kamsa squad is going to have to retreat those Panzer Grenadiers, and there we go. Heavy casualties because he fought again 1 against 2 in negative cover. That's a really bad idea there by Wolf. Also, I think how much of danger just trying to defend defensive lane, like theoretically the air could allow for. They've got flanked, it would have been a very bad spot. Constant pinned down here by the MD42, need to retreat that though, due to the heavy fire of the H6M assault gun. Pack forward in the way there for Wolf, no sign of take there in the south. We got Grenadiers versus constant here, light machine gun being added there to Wolf's hardy Grenadiers. North side could see a bit of harassment. We can see that Red Wings is always looking to close down any potential flank routes there using mines, which, at least worst case scenario, I mean, that is Wolf bringing minesweepers could still slow him down a bit. Pack 40 out. Still no sign of the attack. Gonna just finally got the MG40 up, but they had 1 versus 2. Winning with the light machine gun, if they're getting flanked here from the north of the conscripts, that could quickly turn things against Wolf there in the centre. Red Wings continues to advance with the Kamsa command squad, the engineers, and all backed up with the H6M assault gun. 2 almost fixed up. Grenadiers routed, Panzer Grenadiers and then being reinforced finally. And we've still got no take-up yet there for Wolf. No one doctrine. The lack of a doctrine does stand out a bit here in my eyes. As Red Wings launches another assault. Spearheaded by the valiant Commissar here. Bagger base. Red Wing ceiling reinforcing. Got nothing further out of his doctrine yet besides the Commissar command squad on the radio intercept. No scorched earth policy for example being enacted here against Wolf and the 3rd Panzer Division. 2 kills there. Troop shielding reinforcing. North we got the 2 million. Oh, coming under fire from the H6 assault gun. Thankfully there's no conscript around here for the 2 get snagged up on. Basil's just popping up, so we're just gonna nab him so he doesn't cause any problems, at least none too big. Pack pushing back the H6Ms, pushing southwards there. Panzers there routing the conscripts very nicely with assault rifle fire. Could push straight ahead for the fuel point actually. If he so desires. Four kills then the Panzer Grenadier. Constant marine, but if he sets up in heavy cover there, he might have a chance to outshoot them, or he's supposed to try and get close enough that there's no about infantry which could make that difficult. We got scorched earth policy on the carve point. Panzers there I think need to retreat though, or he took too much damage, and then 2 versus 1 again. Not the best situation there for Wolf. Still no tech up. He really needs to, I think, get that tech going soon before the Red Wings gets ahead of him there. There we go. Wolf is finally taking up. North 2 pushing back. Russian infantry there with some glee here. 2 gaining veterancy too. Pack there pushed back. And the MG42 there is slowly approaching veterancy 3. He could consider maybe some incendiary armor piercing rounds at the right time to increase damage. And more important that way, experience gain, pushing it fast towards fetching a free assault gun. That's going to open up in the machine gun position, leaving Wolf's machine gun, well, rather in a precarious position. Salvage infantry can make a push for the fuel point again up north. He's also making good advantage there as Retwings, leaving Retwings a bit under pressure. He's got the mechanized armor company up. Wolf there can soon begin building the support armor core and should definitely prioritize that one as soon as possible. Well, of course, really does that. Nice another thing. Pack there gets a good hit on the Isshin-6M. 2-2 joining in. But right here, exposing the 2-2. Pioneer's all taking losses. He's going to lose that 2-2 here to Retwings. Nice counter there by Retwings there against Wolf. Might have gone a bit too confident there, but still he's going to be able to grab the southern fuel again, or at least deny it to Retwings. Going to take 2 max damage here from the conscripts as Retwings strikes back. At the base here, nothing further happening there for Wolf. But again, the Pioneers retreating, so they should get the Sapoma Cop as fast as possible, and then either consider going for Panzer Force or Stugs. Considering there is an NKVD, that could be KV-8 flamethrower tanks, especially considering it's Retwings, which point Stugs would be very good at trying to counter that. Plus, not too bad against the Isshin-6M either, particularly gets 2 Stugs out. They should have a decent chance of dealing with the majority of Retwings' immediate options. When these are being pushed back, other squad just retreats as while Wolf could have fought on him, maybe had a chance of doing damage. There's also chances just got overwhelmed and lost some troops here. MG14 them units up close to you, sawing them apart in a matter of seconds, and units are just dropping dead. Looks like Retwings hasn't realised they are being sawed apart. Oh, there we go, retreats. Support McCall's almost done there for Wolf. Still no sign of a doctrine there for Wolf. Still no sign of a doctrine. And there you go, direct artillery hit down the MG42 again by Retwings Isshin-6M. Already at 9 kills. That one has actually done reasonably good there. Could we see the MG42 wiped out? No, it gets away. Close one there though for Wolf and the 3rd Panzer Universal 16th Guards Rifle Division. Gonna leave there hammering away. 1 squad left to go with a light machine gun. He could again go German infantry equipped with veteran squad leaders at this stage. I think it's more likely to end up either going with Blitzkrieg or mechanized assault simply for the Tiger tank. Maybe the artillery. So Sapoma is ready. Can go for the Stug, can go for the Ostwind, he can go for the Panzer IV. If he goes for the Stug, he can get that second one reasonably fast. Similarly, he can go for double Ostwinds, though I don't think that would be an amazing strategy. But it would be one. Just not amazing. Back here, hitting reinforcement for Retwings. At this stage, I'm guessing it's going to be the KV-8 since... I mean, if Wolf goes for the standards, which is the Panzer IV, he's going to have a reasonably good chance there with the KV-8 since the Panzer IV is struggling a bit with that. Plus, the Isshin-6 is going to be reasonably good versus the Panzer IV. So, while in this case the natural choice might be the Panzer IV, it's not necessarily the best choice considering A, what Retwings already has and what Retwings could go for. Honestly, I think Stug 3G would here be the optimal choice for Wolf since it would A, counter the Isshin-6M hard, but also give any sort of heavy armor out from Wolf a bit of a harder time than the KV-8. Of course, it's just my opinion. Fuel cash out for Retwings, using his bit of his manpower surplus a little bit up for long-term strategy. Very good. Panzergun is there, veteran 2, 10 kills. Nice work as well there by Wolf. Panzer almost done him, and he can quickly fill up with the Stug if it becomes necessary. But I really think his priority in this case should be going for double Stugs. Machine gun rider almost swapped out there by Retwings conscript under fire from Grenadiers. Pioneers bring up, we got the Panzer I as well, adding the Pindelmark machine gun. Panzer Grenadiers making good progress up north, and we got the tank Overwatch, tank Overwatch ready here for Retwings, and there we go. Aspergate is going to be the KV-8 flamethrower tank. To burn its way through Wolf's lines. Fight for the southern fuel point again. Panzer's moving for the northern victory point. Retwings is finding himself a bit on the defensive here. And there you go. Scorched earth trap here, preventing Wolf from grabbing the calf point. Panzer IV moving in. Shoot and explode some hay, but no rations. Unless they were hiding in it, but I don't think so. And there you go. Mindful of Pioneers lost. Bit of a blow there to Wolf. Bit of a blow. And the KB is just about ready. Panther 4 moves ahead. Bit reckless. There you go. Direct hit from the Issue 6 on the Panther 4. Teleman's also being laid down here by Wolf. Very good. Nice spot as well there. Issue 6 shoots again. And there you go. KV-8. Heavy flame for a take out for Red Wings. How will Wolf be able to stop this armored assault here from Red Wings? And there he goes, some 16 more damage. There you go, getting the ace a little bit. The KB hits the Telemann right in front of the Pack 40. But he's shooting at the Issue 6. Panther 4 that gets it. Pack 40 though is down. KB is heavily damaged. On his flank here, constantly almost being wiped out. Pinned down, in fact. He has, I think, a good chance of taking out. No, but he can't. He can't. Red Wings screens there with anti-tank Overwatch, meaning that Wolf is going to have to take a massive detour. And what Red Wings then does is just drive straight into it, meaning Wolf can't get to the KV-8, and then he can secure the Pack 40 as well. Then nice work by Red Wings, countering Wolf's Panzer 4 and saving his KV-8 from another horse. Well placed Telemann. Though he's going for another Panther 4. In this case, obviously, it's going to mean he's going to have 2 Panther 4s versus 1 KV-8, which is certainly recently favoured for Wolf. Of course, now there's the Pack 40 backing things up, so we'll have to see how it works out. I mean, Red Wings is definitely not out of the woods yet, but he's certainly managed to even the odds up just a bit more. KV-8, they're holding back the Gunleers. Red Wings, of course, got 2 engineers scored, so he can reasonably fast repair the tank, except one is busy elsewhere. Machine guns scaring them off there with some heavy fire. And they got the comes to command squad here as the Gunleers, and there goes second Panther vote for Wolf. Still no sign of a doctrine though from Wolf. Still no sign of a doctrine. No major plans there. And go, comes command squad needs to retreat very fast in the face of the mighty Panzerkampfwagen 4. Up north there, Panzer left being pushed back by the sheer amount of conscripts, and they're not too good position to fight them from. Bit of quiet here, so while we're at it, big thanks to Dion for donating and support the propaganda cast. You are truly part of my company here, and a very big thanks to Dux, I hope that I'm pronouncing that name correctly. It's a very generous donation, also very much a part of my company here is there, so big thanks to both of you for supporting me and allowing me to keep doing this day after day. Panther Force then engaging the conscripts, causing heavy casualties amongst the front wigs. There's the Panther Force, tear through them with high explosive shells and machine gun fire. Wolf though still without a doctrine, still without, it seems, a plan. Red Wing still is committing to another Issue 6 to back up his KV-8. I mean, it is the faster and cheaper choice. That way, back it up and, of course, get up 2 Issue 6s. It would actually give Wolf Panther 4 quite a problem, since the Issue 6s, of course, have a high rate of fire. So that way, deal with medium armour. KV-8 going for the Gunneries, scorching their way through them. Lighting the entire area on fire, creating an inferno, which the likes of the German infantry has never seen. Panther Force there playing a bit of a game of cat and mouse with the Russian infantry in the north, so the infantry, other Panther rolling about, MG42 having away there. Incendiarmor piercing rounds, of course, could be a thing you could have timed up ahead of it at the time, but with the KB-8 nearby opposite there, been a less than a wise idea. And we even got fear propaganda here just to further encourage the MG42 to get the devil out of there. Issue 6 M number 2 out there for Red Wings and the 16th Guards Rifle Division. Big 2 points wise is 334 versus 271. Wolf remains on lead here versus Red Wings, but we're beyond the 20-minute mark, and Wolf has still yet to go for Doctrine. Certainly not encouraging. At this stage, he's either going to end up with Blitzkrieg or Mechanized Assault, and at this stage, Mechanized Assault looks more and more likely, since that just means stalling for a Tiger tank. He has 2 Panzer IVs, by the way, so stalling for a Tiger tank now is not exactly impossible. It could be Blitzkrieg in the command tank, but usually in these points, I'd be more likely to, expect or also see a Tiger tank here, and so I tend to expect the Tiger tank more likely. He's going for a Pack 40 here. Could further be an indicator he's going to stall for the Tiger tank here, since he wants something a bit with extra punch at the back of his Panzer Force. He then goes for the big option there. KV-8 there with 7 kills moving ahead, close to Veteran 2-1. Up north, bit of movement there. Panzer up by Kanone 40, almost down there for Wolf and the 3rd Panzer Division. No, by the late stage of the war, any Soviet flamethrower tanks would have likely been based off the T-34, and 6 of which point have been a whole machine gun They would have been replaced with a flamethrower, allowing them to still operate the main gun. I don't think they had a lot of ammunition for it in the tank, since obviously a lot of space would be taken up by flamethrower fuel. Still, little fun note there. Panzer Day moving in, halfway to Veteran 3. Probably could have moved a little bit better there. You wouldn't say that's the most effective way to move them. You should move up rather close to the conscripts, or stuck behind car a bit better. But there you go. KV-8 opening on fire from the Pack 40. Panzer Force move to the north. Could try and deal with any troops here. Could try to go for hard flank here on Red Wing's positions. That's exactly what he's doing. Very nice here. Though without infantry support, any sort of good doctrine support, it is a bit risky. And there you go. Oh, you're taking heavy damage, so you should probably focus. There we go. Mechanized assault, more or less as predicted. Large calling artillery here on the Pack 40. Panzer Force can then focus down the HM6, which is one of the major issues. Artillery fire there, raining down. Half the Pack was already gone. But there he goes, about to lose a Panzer Force. Well hits the KV-8, finding its 45mm gun. Panzer Force blitzing over. No, it's not blitzing. Probably should be blitzing away with that one. Oh, missed there, going to tank grenade off. Panzer Force main gun is out. Comes along, wiped out. Pack 40 is not keeping pace here. There you go. Conscripts down. KV-8 heavily damaged. Panzer 4 down. Veterans 1 on the other one. Pack 40 infantry could have moved out, I think, to support the Panzer 4 here still. A lot of damage here, a lot of casualties, and right wings down to just now. One conscript, one commissar, the engineers, and the KV-8. Quite some losses there, substantially, to Red Wings. As well as Wolf really only lost the Panzer 4. So right now it's going to be quite a challenge here for Red Wings to get back into this. But there you go, he's trying his best nonetheless. Commissar Command Squad could end up trying to grab the Pack 40 here. Pioneers moving ahead in the south, that point secured. He's lost an engineer squad. He's down to just one engineer squad now. One conscript, the Commissar, the KV-8 and the T-34, and the Pack got destroyed, leaving Red Wings in an incredibly precarious situation here versus Wolf. It's going to be quite the uphill climb here for Red Wings. And, well, he does have a nice amount on the map. He does certainly have some victory points left, and he does have the fuel cache. So while it's going to be difficult, it's not entirely impossible for Red Wings, but it's going to be hard. T-34 from 6 out here for Red Wings. Wolf in the meanwhile is slowly setting up there for the Tiger Tank, and that's obviously going to be quite a difficult problem there then for Red Wings to deal with. In the meanwhile though, he's going to try and I think push out here in Wolf's infantry using his KV-8 and his T-34 from the 6. Try and bleed away any infantry support for the Tiger Tank. More important, the Pack 40, maybe allowing him to steal the Pack 40 then and turn that against whatever comes here. But at this stage, you think you should have a good idea that he's about to get hit by a Tiger Tank in the near future. You don't have to be Nostradamus to figure that one out. Conscript squad halfway down there for Red Wings as he tries to pull in more troops to try and buy time and just push back. And Wolf, he needs to replenish the casualties he is suffering in the fight against the fascists. 29 kills the gun is there you go. T-34 lands an excellent hit. More conscript right there. Mines being laid down. He's obviously trying to block off against any armoured assault from Red Wings. Good work by Wolf. Very good work. KV-8 on the move once more on the prowl. I think he's going to try and focus down the Pack 40 hit cleared out. Very good idea there. KV-8 can do some serious damage very fast, and I think he's going to try and steal it and turn it against Wolf here. So bold maneuver there by Red Wings, very bold. But obviously when things are looking rough, bold, is more likely to get you somewhere than timid. But there you go, Pack still down. He can't quite get to it though. Wolf is thoroughly and fanatically defending it, but Red Wings is certainly doing some damage here to him. Panzerjäger is also up, ready here from the Pentagon. He's not entirely sure I'm a huge fan of that particular move, but I can understand it. He obviously wants to buy time here to ensure he does not get overrun by Red Wings and his armour. So the Panzerjägers do make sense, but I think I would have preferred regular Panzergrenadiers over the Panzerjägers. All the way, Tiger Tank is very close to being done here for Red Wings. He's likely going to have to go for an Issue 6, or an Issue 5, or a bunch of Issue 6 here to have a chance of the arriving Tiger. You could also try and go for more T-34s and just try and isolate the Tiger still from the infantry. There's a few possible, paths in this regard Red Wings could take versus Wolf. We'll have to see what it ends up with. Meanwhile, Wolf keeps up the pressure here for the fatherland and 3rd Panzer Division. Panzer 4 moves in, shoots, misses. Halfway to Veteran 2 on that one. T-34 moving in, shoots, bounces off the Panzer 4's armour. Southern victory point being seized there by Red Wings. Northern victory point being seized there. We got another T-34 from 6, so either he does know or doesn't care. There's something else that's sort of moving it. Oh, wait, Tiger Tank. So what obviously does it still go on with the T-34-76, or does he cancel it for initiative 5? Oh, yeah, cancel it for initiative 5. No time wasted there. As soon as he heard the Tiger arriving, Red Wings immediately just went for the initiative 5 tank destroyer instead. So it's pretty much just relying on the radio intercept here. Tiger out here and quickly on the front line. The Tiger tank was reasonably fast. I believe it had sort of roughly the same average speed as a Sherman tank. So for a heavy tank, the Tiger was pretty fast. Fuel catcher finally being knocked out there. It's going to deprive Red Wings of precious fuel. And the South Gun is being routed by the KB-8, scorching them and lighting them up like candles. Mines being spotted there by Wolf's Pioneers being dealt with, very good. And there we go, Initiative 5 tank destroyer for Red Wings. Tiger tank, Panther fighting southwards, she's firing in, T-34-76 aiming back, comes there about to get a hell of a beating here from Wolf. There we go, comes to almost deny it, the Panther lands an absolutely devastating hit there, almost swiping out the entire unit with a single hit. Tiger tank takes another hit from the Initiative 5 tank, still pushing it already halfway to Veterans 1 there. Up north, T-34 dealing with some troops, then we got 259 versus 185. Red Wings is slowly getting back here versus Wolf, but it's looking rough. And there we go, we got tank Overwatch. H from lands a nice hit. Oh, he's not moving. Tiger tank taking hit here from the artillery. Another hit there. Tiger tank is slowly taking health losses there. KB moving ahead. Pack 40 equipped with the Nat. It's a target here for the KB. H5 following up. Here T-34 from makes a pop. Its main gun is out though. Punch Egg is destroying it. Oh, they're retreating in the face of the Commissar. Pack 40 about to go down here to the KB-8. Very nice work there by Red Wings. Artillery raining down the Panther 4 as well. He's moving in. Oh dear, bit of mistake there by Wolf. Could lose the Panther 4 here. Could lose it. No, gets away with it, I think. Very close one though. Very close one. Going to be annihilated by the KB. Red Wings is certainly turning the tables here on Wolf just a bit. Still in the game, though it is a bit precariously so. But he does, in numbers, have an arm advantage over Wolf now. Tiger tank being repaired, Panther of course need repairs as well. He does have 2 Pioneer squads, very good of course, so he can quickly go through that. Pack 40 on the way as well here. The other one could still be salvaged, they could also be stolen or destroyed by Red Wings. So far Red Wings still showing no signs towards any of those. On the other hand, Red Wings only got 1 engineer squad, so there's a definite advantage that Wolf has over Red Wings, because he can just get his armor fixed a lot faster than Red Wings, and Red Wings definitely should consider more engineers soon enough. Pack 40 arriving there, and the other one could be recruited anytime, but so far is not. Certainly a bit strange he's not recruiting that one. Straight to the Panzerjägers to deliver a mighty blow there to the T-34-76. Panzerjägers down to just half size. Going for the southern victory point there. KB-8 being repaired by Nunez and Sengius squad arriving. 20 kills, close to 22 there. Up north, victory point secured. Grenadiers holding up the church against Russian infantry, trying to blast through them. And Wolf's Tiger tank is on the move once more for Das Vaterland. Fresh mines from squad as well there. Red Wings certainly does not want to take any chances with any further telemines from his opponent. Obviously a very sensible choice, though I don't think he's got any more down. Oh, there we go. Spoke too soon.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
So there we go. 2 engineers and 2 pioneers, both sides got a reasonable amount of troops, so that way fix up their armour faster. Very crucial stuff. Countering the fire from the Tiger tank. 0 kills, the halfway to Veterans 1. So there you go, most of Red Wings armor is good to go. He can soon fill up another H5, he could go for from 6, he could go for another T-34-76. I mean, 2 T-34s and a KB could of course quickly go through the infantry, and of course 2 T-34s backed by an H5 could of course also that way deal with armor reasonably nicely. So, I mean, having then 1 KB, 1 H5 and 2 T-34s, I would say give Red Wings a rather flexible yet nasty force here. We'll have to see what it ends up with. Oh no! No, Scheiße, the Tiger wiped his Panzerjägers. Oh God. That's gotta hurt. You saw said Jürgen, yeah, so we're trying to desert to the enemy, yeah, we only did what was right, yeah. But will we ever live as ourselves? Shut up, Jürgen. I'll be target tank on the 5 from the HD5. So yeah, basically the Tiger's first kills were 4 of its own. That's gotta hurt. In the south victory point being seized there, Wolf's gonna need some more armor, and more importantly, he's gonna need more infantry. He's just down to 1 Grenadier squad now versus Retwing, several countries, and NKVD command squad. Here comes the command squad. Only 21 kills there, very nice work. H5 getting mentioned 2. Panther 4 with the damaged engine. H5 T-Fiddle's gonna go for it. That could be a problem here for Wolf. Pioneer's being murdered here by the KV-8. 22 kills. Tiger tank is moving in, trying to redeem itself. Flanking the HD5. Pack 40 moving up here as well. Second Pack 40 joining in as well. The HD5 is almost down. T-Fiddle's going to ram the Tiger. Immobilized and down. Tiger tank's in a bad spot here as the HD5 could get taken out here. Pack 40's moving up, but he's not within range. And there you go, damaging the Tiger. The table to quickly turn against Wolf here. Oh dear, he might be able to get the engineers, but Wolf's casualties have been horrific. Probably thanks to the Tiger tank. And there you go, the Tiger is down. He's going to have to quickly add out some armor here versus Red Wings to have a chance. Will he go for another Tiger tank? He's actually gone for heavy Panzer Corps, so I think a Panther could make a lot of sense.
We are losing territory.
But still, the situation is a bit precarious here for Wolf. He needs to replace the infantry and the armored losses. Meanwhile, Red Wings is just going to keep piling on Wolf there. Seizing the northern victory point here with the Grenadier. Concept of the Grenadiers here. Flamethrowers on the Grenadiers as well. They're dealing with the advancing Russian troops.
T-34 ready for combat.
KV-8 there with 24 kills. Grenadiers about to get annihilated if they're not careful. Well, you almost got the KV-8 there. Very nice work. He could go for the Sturmpanzer, but again, I'm wagering the Panther here, since that's going to be better versus the HD5, and the KV-8, and the T-34. Right now, Wolf is in a rather precarious position still. Got the conscript wipe there, but he's taking heavy damage here. Pack 40 pushing back at the T-34. MG42 being flanked here by the conscripts. Incendiary Pistol rounds could still be an idea to try and deal with him. Deal extra damage. So far, seems like Wolf does not care for that ability. More engineers there for Red Wings and the 16th Guards Rifle Division. Back here, troops reinforcing, healing. Heavy Panzer Corps almost got that Panther ready to be called in. Almost, but not quite. Close, but not quite. There we go. Panzerkampfwagen for Wolf. The Wunferwaffen. But anyways, Panzerkampfwagen 5 there on the way.
Enemy has taken our supply sector.
But will he be enough? He still needs more infantry to back up his armour. T-34 there being fixed up. KV-8 all being fixed up. Panther is halfway done there for Wolf and the Dritte Panzerdivision. Pack halfway to Veteran 2-1. Other pack is closer to Veteran. Well, halfway to Veteran 2. The other one's pretty close to that though. HD5 halfway to Veteran 3. That's a definite problem for any heavier armour. Be it Tiger or Panther, that HD5 at ace level is going to quickly tear through them. 234 versus 116. Wolf seems to be recovering. Embers are slowly, and there you go. Panzerkampfwagen 5 arriving. Hide out the Faserland. Grenadiers with flame for pushing back the conscript. Pack 40 with an advancing T-34. Other Pack 40 there's not quite set to deal with enough damage, and there you go. Almost got it, but the KV-8 from the north is going to have to turn about the Pack 40 to deal with that. Moving the Panther as well there. A target weak point on the KV-8 could take it out, and there you go. Anti-tank Overwatch to prevent any support there for the infantry and the anti-tank guns there. Nice work by Retmans. He's actually using the anti-tank Overwatch in a very interesting ability. Uses more to just deny an area to Wolf rather than he's trying to use to actually destroy stuff. He just uses it to prevent Wolf from using his armor in that zone, locking essentially out of the area, which is actually a really clever way of using it by Red Wings. Definitely not the sort of usage you see of it most of the time. Now the T-34 swing takes away there for Red Wings. 2 got 1 Pack 40. And there you go, destroying the Pack 40 there as well. Other Pack 40 I think needs to get up there to the front line to support Grenadiers moving in. KV8 there, halfway to veteran 3, 28 kills, and the pack is destroyed. There we go, Anti-Tango, watch this haste. H5 of course remains an issue. There you go, Panther flanking in here from the north. Pack 40 keep moving in as well here. Panther takes right here from the H5 tank destroyer. T-Fed Force 6 number 2 almost done. Grenadiers moving ahead. Nice hit on the H5. Panthers falling back. Grenadiers also retreating in the face of the KV8. And the south contra there being completely broken here by the Grenadiers with a light machine gun. Numerous corpses there on display. Panther charging 14th Cavalry hit with an anti-tank grenade. Heavy damage to the T-Fed Force 6. And in the center, MD42, they're dealing with advancing Russian troops. 25 kills. T-Fed Force on the move to head southwards. Will Wolf have enough ways to stop it? We got another MD42 final away there for Wolf. I would say rather late, but I guess better late than never. And now the Grenadiers are the ones who join the many corpses by the southern victory point. It's a bit of quiet here. 212 versus 116. Panthers almost fixed up again. MD42 number 2 is almost done. Wolf, I'd still suggest might want to at least get one Stug up, but again a pair of Stugs I think would have a lot better. They should find in the T-Fed Force and the KV8. So there you go, second Maschinengewehr team ready for Wolf and Deutschland. Grenadiers in south here with 59 kills by the way. 59, my god. They've definitely been killing. Pack 40 hammering away their halfway to veteran to 3. 200 points left, in fact less than that. Panther is good to go there now for Wolf. Could take out the T-Fed Force 6. There you go, main gun out. Up north, a massive assault here though from Red Wings, catching Wolf off guard. Gone to the meat being sort of party, but then MD42 armor couldn't have to take advantage of this. There you go, it's going to watch itself retreating here. Oh, took out the T-Fed from the south, but suddenly deal with the rest of the armor, which is now charging. It's going to go there, I think, for the Pack 40 there. Opening up here in the T-Fed for the probably should prioritizing something a bit more threatening. Either to the Panther or to the pack itself. And there you go, Pack 40 doesn't know to do it. Stug is finally on the way there for Wolf, rather late, but will it be able to save them? Wolf from this rather deteriorating, developing situation. Panther there gets no hits off the damaged engine, instead console all wiped out. Situation's looking pretty horrid for Wolf. He's being pushed back into his base, penned in. And the H5's going to go for the Panther's going to try and take it out, and Wolf has no easy way to defend it. KV8 is rushing in there, trying to destroy whatever he's got. There you go. Panther lands a nice hit on the KV8, but it's not enough. Close to 1. Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung almost done. Grenadiers moving up here, firing away. Panzerfaust Initiative 5, that's going to do a lot of good. Pies need to fix up the Panther. Infantry company getting blasted. MD4 sitting up here. The situation is looking pretty horrific for Wolf, for the fatherland. And there you go, Stug arriving. Can it turn the tables here for Wolf? Can it defeat Red Wings? There you go, gets a nice hit on the T-Fed Force 6, but nothing on the KV8. Panthers being fixed up, need to be careful with the H5. There you go, direct hit of the Stug, but there you go, ace level H5. That's a big problem there for Wolf. So that means the Panthers even more exposed to it with a nice high rate of fire and high penetration. Panthers then is fixed up, needs to get moving up, backed up with the Stug there. If he splits them up, that's going to end up poorly here for Wolf. Pack's being destroyed. And another T-Fed 4 plus 1 units there for Red Wings. Pack's almost destroyed. Stug is finally on the move again. Panther moving in, needs to figure out where the H5 is and deal with it. And there we go, shoots, misses. But Grenadiers might be able to Panther fast to make it a bit easier for Wolf to deal with it. There we go. Panther lands a nice hit, H5 down to half health. Panthers can still take some more hits. Grenadiers being murdered. Stug is... where's his Stug? Oh, it's moving through the south here, much further south there. Need to be careful not to isolate it too far from the rest of his forces. There you go, nice hit on the KV8. H5 being slowly hauled back. Panther keeping it at a safe distance, and he lands a nice hit on the H5. KV8 is almost dead here from the Stug. Keep up pace for Deutschland. Deutschland. Panthers hanging back there. Oh, he's taking a bit more risky route. He doesn't know if there's any mines nearby or anything like that. And there goes Setups exclusive to the T-34. Bit of a tactical mistake there by Wolf. Need to get the Panther down there to support, but he could be too late. There we go. Oh, getting lucky there. Stug misses at point blank range. Panther moving up with that exposes re-hit to the T-34 6 and possibly H5 here. Oh dear, this is not looking good. There we go. We got a tank Overwatch calling around the Stuke, also further separating Wolf's armored forces here. Again, nice disruptive use of it. Stuke gains veterans one, almost got the T-54, but misses. Artillery fire raining down. Panther needs to be careful. It's in the line of fire there of the anti-tank Overwatch. T-54's about to go down here from the Stuke and the Panther. There you go. Both T-54's down, but the rest of the forces, Wolf's forces are crumbling. He's got barely any infantry left. Then again, Red Wing's forces are also barely holding on. Barely any infantry. The cave's about to explode. The HE-5 is the only thing that's working. Wolf is getting more pioneers, which he desperately needs here. Needs to rush something northwards, I think, to try and grab points. Another T-54 there for Red Wings. Machine gun dealing with the units in the center. House collapses under anti-tank Overwatch. Stu there with 2 kills. Panther with 4. Close veteran 2 on that one, though. There we go. Second Pioneer's got arriving. Prioritizing the Stu in this case. Oh, no! Scheisse, he's making a mistake. It's splitting the map. But that way, the Stu that's too close to the edge of the baseline. Red Wings to creep up and destroy it. Nice work there by Red Wings to, of course, another crucial blow to Wolf and the Fatherland. $119 versus 97. He's going to need more Sturmgeschütz, but he's quite some time off him because he's not getting any fuel. He's getting like 13 compared with Red Wings 32, who could just easily push out T-34s almost every 3 minutes. Whereas Red Wings Wolf can't even get Stoogs that fast, so they've roughly cost the same in fuel. But because he doesn't have enough fuel, he cannot push out a sufficient number of Stoogs, so that way push back at Red Wings. Panther there halfway good to go, but still got some time. Going for a pack 40 here. Almost, I think Panther's going to do better just to push for the points and deal with the infantry around, and then, slowly build up for another Stuke. Panther though is getting close there to being operable again. Main gun is still there, not working. Machine gun needs to retreat here, but might be too late here in the face of the T-34 from the 6. Panther's gun is go as well. But that machine gun is going to go down to the T-34 from 6, and Red Wings, of course, is immediately going for another one as soon as he can. Which is certainly the strength of the T-34 from 6. You can quickly get out a bunch of them and just lay down a lot of firepower. It might not be the strongest, but it's definitely got volume. And volume definitely counts for something. Panther heading southwards here, close to veteran 2. He's going for some sort of deep flank here against Red Wings. A bold move when there's little support for the Panther, but still he's trying at it. Machine gun hammering away there, 5 kills. Guards from there, comes in the way, and there we go, opening up there. I'm dealing with the comes to command squad, but then they're a bit risky there. Pack 40 hanging back, HE-5 ace moving up, machine gun moving, and there you go, rushing for the north point with the Pioneers. I think he's trying to bait in the HE-5 instead. Red Wings going to head northwards here with the KV. Could try and even flank out the positions there. Canadians in the centre being slowly murdered. Panther there with virtually 2 armoured shirts and it. Pack 40 lands nice on the KV. Sadly, no target weak point to deal with. Machine gun push back, and then North Pioneers got the centre victory point here. Can't go in the south here, being suppressed. Incendiary artillery armor piercing. Incendiary armor piercing might be great though. Panther takes a red hit from the HE-5. Artillery raining down here as well, threatening to wipe out Red Wings infantry. And there you go, Constable wiped out. NKVD almost dead as well here. Pack 40. Directly on the T-34 down to half health. Wolf, those super strong infantry's lost all of his Pioneers now. Pack's about to go down. Panther landing an ice in the T-34 76. T-34's going to try and ram it. Can the Panther get out of line? And, didn't it just do it in time. Pack 4 there, going down to the KV-8 ace. 45 kills. Absolutely a beast. An antediluvian monstrosity. KV moving up here. Panther takes a great hit, flanking the KV-8. Main engine out there on the KV-8. Engine out, not main engine. There you go, finally got the KV-8, put an end to it, but his Panther's about to go down. He's got nothing left here otherwise. And the Panther's down here. 82 versus 97, I think. Red Wings has finally broken Wolf. There we go, GG from Wolf, GG from Red Wings. Game over. A brutal fight here on Vilshanka. Alright, it's GG. I think you're just going to shrew it.
We have 50 points remaining. Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Yeah, he's just seeing nothing, just chatting, so we're just going to shrew.
With 10 points remaining.
And there you go, game over. A loss there for Wolf, a victory for Red Wings. A brutal and spectacular fight right here on Wilshanka with some intense armoured engagements up here. I think in part what cost Wolf the fight was just no stooge, at least not in time there. And I think you shouldn't upgrade the Panthers with Panthers. I think you just kept them regular and just put more effort in just murdering the infantry. And also I think an earlier doctrine, no choice, would have done Wolf some good here at times versus Red Wings as well. But I would say well played by Red Wings with use of minds, his abilities overall. I think he actually used everything in the doctrine, so doctrinal banker there as well for Red Wings. Nice use of the KB8, and he should fire on all the infantry. Of course, the comms and command squad ended up doing quite well as well. So, overall, nice, fun fight here on Wilshanka. So, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell your friends, tell your family. But don't tell your enemies. This is Imperial Danes and cheers. Thank you for watching. You're all a wonderful audience. Hope to see you tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.